Okay, we're live. Testing, testing. Everything is good. Hello, everybody. This is Xiao You, my daughter's friend from high school. Actually, yesterday, I apologize because we had some technical difficulties, and
Right.
the internet was really bad, and people were saying it really wasn't clear. So we'll just do it again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is Xiao You. Maybe you can introduce yourself. What you're doing here in North America, Vancouver. Yeah, you can speak half in Mandarin.
Yeah.
You want to hear the proper Beijing accent?
大家好，我是小游。我是2017年的时候，来到温哥华。我以前在国内就是，实际也挺普通的，就是上学啊什么的。然后呢，我个人这方面比较喜欢运动。我从小到大一直都在做我喜欢的运动。然后呢，一直保持到现在。然后来到这边以后呢，实际我觉得我适应的还是蛮快的，也交到了很多朋友。然后呢，这边环境对于我来说也蛮喜欢的。对。
So maybe you can translate in English yourself then. So because people love to hear my friends speaking in their native language, and I think the official Beijing accent represents China, right?
Well, I'm not sure.
But your accent is perfect Beijing. 我老师也是北京，还是 there's no my 普通话 is nowhere near as your obviously because you've been speaking all your life. Anyway, maybe you want to translate.
So my name is Xiao You, and then I'm from Beijing. I moved to Vancouver in 2017 with my family, and I love sports. I have been doing fencing for a long time since I was a little kid, and I also do dancing and stuff, volleyball, swimming. So I like sports. It's like a really important element in my life.
Yeah, so you're an athlete.
I will say myself an athlete, but not professional yet. Like not that professional.
But you didn't eat my Krispy Kreme sugar glazed donuts.
I didn't.
Why? It's really yummy and it's plenty of sugar in it.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
But I know, and it's really delicious, but it's too sweet, it's too much sugar, right?
I'm just teasing you.
I know. And then, and then I came to here, and then it's a really new environment for me and my family, and I've personally felt like I get used to it very quick, and I made a lot of friends, and I really enjoy Vancouver, and also the educations, everything. It's really good.
Yeah, so let's talk a little about, like, as you're a homegrown Beijinger, your English is really good. So you learned it when you came here in 2017, or did you speak, like, what do you usually speak in Beijing?
I speak Chinese Mandarin in Beijing. In the public elementary school I went to, they teaches English, but it's only like a little basic part, just like very, very basic. It's like, hi, how are you? Oh, I'm good. It's like, that's like what they actually teach. It's very, very easy. And it didn't really help a lot for me. But the year before I came here, I actually went to a private school in Beijing. So it's like, it's all in English, everything.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, math, social, like everything, all the subjects. Even the teachers were from US. And it helped me a lot. Like, so then after I came here, it's like when I transferred into the elementary school, grade 7, it's like much easier for me to get along with the teacher and the student. So
great. Yeah. So you have enough practice to your English better. Oh, that's great. Because like in my previous vlogs, I've talked to a lot of expats that work in China, and it's like a white monkey job. So you have to must be like kind of white to get a job. So is most of your teachers white? Like if I'm a native speaker, English, but if they probably won't hire me, they'll hire probably another guy because he's white. Do you think that's true in a way?
I would say that's true in a way.
Yeah.
It's like what I felt, despite my private school, my private school, like the teachers and the staff are really good. They're like well educated, and they have the teacher's diploma. So like, but I also went to, before that I went to the private school. I went to like after class English class, like outside school, 就是一些补习班之类的 right?
ELS or something?
Not like ELL
ESL,
even. It's
other
just
things?
叫新概念，就是那个
New concept.
I think so, yeah.
Mhm.
And the teachers, the English teacher over there, to be honest, is not really good. Like I can feel they're just some random person from North America just because they're white and then they just easily got a job and high paid.
Yeah.
But
He's a party guy.
maybe
I know some of my party guys, vloggers too. Let's not mention any names, but he's in Taiwan and he's happy and he loves whiskey.
Yeah.
And he's happy. He's happy all the time. Yeah, but and the sad thing is, Beijing or the whole of mainland China, you don't really need any degrees or anything like that and after they clamped down, they're being really strict, and you had to have an official, like a university, a bachelor's or something like that to get in. But they would forge the documents, and China had no way of finding out.
I heard of some of that rumors from my parents and stuff. Like people have been talking about that, saying like, oh, you can get a fake diploma.
Yeah.
Just give some money and then you can just as exchange, right? And well, I mean that might happen in North America too. Just we don't know, right?
But it's harder, like in mainland China, to look up records outside of China.
That's
you know
true.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So and they won't probably investigate so many things, because even some my friends in mainland China asked me to invest to open a school in China teaching English. But it's not the teaching that you want to do it. Is you have to be good in politics. So you have to 关系 to have your school, to get your license, to get everything moving. So it's very complicated,
Right.
So if I was going to invest or do the school with my friend, I have to be in China constantly because I'll probably have to, we have to have a very close communication with the officials to maintain our license. So that's true. I mean, that's how China works, right?
Right.
And I can't be speaking to you right now, right? So we have just a little bit of viewers now, but if you guys feel you want to talk to Xiaoyou, you please shoot out some questions and ask her, anything you like, guys. So like, what's the air like here in Vancouver? A few years ago, I did a video and somebody didn't like it, or they were upset. But I said the air here was worse than Beijing. Do you know why?
Why?
I did a video on it. I showed it, approved everything because there was so much forest fires.
Right.
Yeah, it was burning, and the whole West Coast was burning up, and it was just smoggy, and you can just smell, ash, and it was terrible. But like in Beijing, why, talk about, is it really, is this a made up thing on the media, or is it really bad, like the pollution in Beijing?
Well, it's true. The pollution is very sick and very bad. And as I remember, since 2013, the pollution during every winter in Beijing, it's like becoming really, really bad. And for my family, they're really careful. So they just tell me to wear masks all the times. When I go out my house, we go wearing masks to school, doing exercise, go to supermarkets, like everything, wearing masks, and like really heavy mask, even heavier and thick than during COVID.
Really?
Yeah, it's
so.
Like,
are you pretty much used to wearing a mask?
Right,
now?
But I hate it so much.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. In China, I think the standard is K95 mask you wear, right? K95.
Yeah.
And it's
MP3.
MP3. Okay, and it's really popular. You can just get it in any drugstore in China.
Right, and it's kind of expensive. Not a lot of people really use that one. They just use like normal masks. Yeah, but they said like the K95 is like the professional.
Yeah, I don't like to talk bad about Beijing or anything, but I mean the pollution. I was there. I often go to Beijing, and I was walking the Diplomat Street. There's all the embassies there. But that night, I really wanted to walk back, like an hour's walk, and it was in the winter, and I didn't wear a mask. So I walked, and then the next morning I become dizzy because I wasn't used to it, and I couldn't even stand up in the shower. I had to like hold things like an old man.
Yeah.
And is it me or is it me? because I really felt sick. So it was really bad because of the, I don't know, the pollution or whatever, the burning of coal. So after that, I stayed in the room for 4 days. And then after that, I bought a mask. I wore the mask every day, the K95.
Yeah.
And it's not very comfortable, but at least I didn't get a headache anymore, or feel dizziness. So that was my experience in Beijing.
Yeah, I totally felt you because during the winter in Beijing, it's so common. Like, I was getting sick during every winter because of the pollution. I cough, I have fevers, and then have headaches. Because when people are always wearing masks and like not having the fresh air, you are like running out of oxygen. Especially like for young kids. I was only like 8, 9, like 10 years, like really young. And then you're forcing little kids to wear masks like almost 24/7 because like you're in school and then you go to training and stuff. So
so you have to exercise wearing a mask? Or
sometimes when it's very bad, like
even running, you have to wear a mask. It's pretty bad. You suffocate.
It's like as long as you're outside, you're gonna wear the mask.
Oh wow! So it's unfortunate.
Right, and my dad always have headache like you.
Yeah.
Like, even he wear the mask, he still feel really bad. He want to vomit afterwards.
Yeah, I felt the same, nauseated and stuff like that.
And also, for me, I don't know why. Maybe not for other people, but during the winter when the pollution is really thick, like I always get my eyes infected.
Really?
Yeah, just like not pink eyes, but like I think
maybe the micro particles got in your eyes.
Right, it's like very dirty. Not even like maybe it's not about that kind of chemical pollution. It's also maybe other like dust, other things.
But mainly, I think it's from the factories, right? And
yeah, that's what the news said.
Yeah, the news said, and then the burning of coal.
Right.
And because China is one of the biggest coal consumers in the world.
Yes.
And they still use a lot of coal, to heat up, and it's really cold in the winter, And if you don't have coal, like people light the coal stoves at home, and that's what I've been seeing for them. The little coal with holes in it, and they use that to make Chinese soup and use the wok. So that's what I think they banned those now in Beijing. It's only in the countryside.
People who, in Beijing, there's 2环, 3环, 4环, right? So people who lives inside the basically like 6环, inside, it's like we live in the basically our apartments. So we can't really use the coals like what you said, like it's called 蜂窝煤. Yeah, right. You have holes on it. We don't really use that anymore. Like they just use just heaters and stuff. But the people who's living like outside of the 6环 or like 7环, 8环, 就是like almost like they're living close to the farms and like more close to countryside. Yeah. Not countryside, but like further away from the city.
Farm, the center of the city, the CBD.
And they have maybe their incomes are not really good. They don't really have good housing and stuff.
And they don't have money.
Yeah, they don't have money to.
But keeping warm is a necessity. It's not it's not an option.
Right. But now I think they got banned. Like
really?
Yeah, they're no longer allowed to use coal for their family. Like it must be like government provided or something like, or changing to heat or electricity. That's what I heard. Like I think 2 years ago or something like this.
They use solar farm now. They use a lot of solar power. And they're I think number one country that they're switching to electricity, like EV cars and stuff like that. It's funny, because in Shenzhen, that's why I always go to Shenzhen. You see all the BYD, 比亚迪这个公共汽车 buses, right? And 比亚迪这个出租车. But when you go to Beijing, you don't see much 比亚迪 because it's from Shenzhen.
Yeah.
So you would see the local manufacturers, right?
Exactly.
In Beijing.
Yeah.
Same as in Shanghai. You go to Shanghai, you have the local electric brands.
Right.
So I think every province has their own manufacturing system. That's really, really awesome. So that's cool. I think we're having problems seeing our messages today. Like we're not seeing any messages, and it's really being weird. So I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm sorry, we can't see any messages. So maybe so let's talk about your life here in Canada. So what's what's it like? Are you happy, or the things you don't get to do in Beijing, or you miss Beijing in a way? So what's like the things you can do or not do? Maybe my audience can see what's going on.
So first of all, Vancouver is it's such a nice place for me, and I love it. Like, it's really good. The weather, the ocean, and the beach, the schools, my friends. It's lovely. And of course, I miss Beijing because it's back in Beijing. It's like Beijing is definitely, compared to Vancouver, Beijing is a much bigger city and has more population, and there's more fun, I would say. Like, especially go to parties and
wait a second. So you keep on talking because my battery's gone dead. They can still hear you.
Okay.
Yeah. That's me. I always get unorganized. Yeah, so keep on going, please.
So I would love to go back to Beijing just to see my friends, my old teammates, and especially I miss my coach. They're like really, really important to me, and I always want to go back to visit them if I have a chance. But right now it's during COVID and everything. It's like it's not really. It's not that, just, I don't know, like,
it's really sad because you can't go back because everybody's like travel restrictions and everything like that.
Like, you need to stay in quarantine for like 21 days, and it's just really stressful for me. And well, I love here. I love Vancouver. I love Canada. And
have you been to the States yet, across the border?
Yes, I have been to the States many times.
Cool.
Because of the fencing competitions.
Oh, wow.
And States, I like States, but I don't really like New York because I went there 2 times, and it doesn't make me feel safe. Yeah, it's, especially I went to the Times Square, and it's just like so many people, and like it's just not safe. And then like and because they have guns, so I was like, just don't go out during the night, and then just stay in the hotel. Well, I think sorry.
No, keep on going.
Yeah. I think others are pretty good. Like, other stuff, I think that's it.
Yeah, that's good. So we're back. Oh my God. So this is me. I'm usually like this, really unorganized. So today the battery died, and we still can't see any messages. So I think we can have another interview, or if you want to do, we can talk about things again, and we'll see the messages later on.
Yeah.
And if we can answer, about your life, a Beijing girl.
Sure.
She's in high school and everything's good for her. She's happy now, and you miss home. You want to go back and visit, see your friends.
I'm not missing the home. I'm just missing the people.
The people,
like my coach, my friends and stuff.
Oh, that's
family
good.
members.
Yeah, but I would say in Beijing the life is much more busier, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, my camera is dying. Everything's dying. I'm sorry. I apologize. So thank you very much for watching, guys.
Yeah. Thank you.
So take care. Bye, guys.
Is it okay?
Yeah.